Greetings, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Forever Stranded with friends. I am here today with Witchtail. Slayermice is missing. We're not sure where Slayermice is at. We haven't seen him for a couple days since Witchtail came in. Have you heard from him?
I heard something about hair being stuck, I think, to metal. I don't know.
Yeah, that his armor got pretty messed up in those flames over there. We'll check in on him later, see if we can get a hold of him on the communicator or something. For now, we've been working on updating the inventory system from our old one, our new old one, I guess, to the
This is still horribly inefficient.
It is.
You know that, right?
Oh yes, no, I'm well aware of this.
Where did you go?
I'm checking our hold system, making sure I have some crates. Because I'm going to start pumping items into this one. And so I figured I'd get some crates on me and come back over. There we go.
Well, I found my new favorite place. It's the kitchen. It is delicious in here.
Oh yes. All the good stuff. Let's see, make sure I didn't drop one down here. Okay, good.
No, I think
I did.
everything is
I dropped one.
confined. Oh, I was wrong.
Hey, this will give us some more item conduits at least.
Yes.
Come on. Send her up. There we go.
Now, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I found something in one of your boxes.
Yes.
It's this book thing.
Uh-oh.
What is this Forever Stranded book?
Our computer. Our questing computer. Basically, before we landed here, we were able to run a situation, basically a situation generator of what we would need to survive. And that Forever Stranded, it was the simulation, was in case we got stranded forever somewhere, basically, and had to rebuild, what would we need to do it?
Ah, so then you just pulled up that situation and are going through the motions.
Basically.
I assume green means good.
Green does mean good. Green is basically stuff that we've completed in our travels already. And
red is the next steps.
Right.
And gray, we can't accomplish yet.
Correct. It's still, we don't have the resources to be able to do that yet.
Or the machines.
And occasionally we'll have blue as we complete a certain step in the simulation.
Right. Right, because it kicks out these things called rewards.
Yes.
I'm guessing that's kind of like a cookie you'd give a child after he cleans up his room.
Well, and honestly, I think that's part of the reason why we crashed here is, in addition to being shot down, we were testing out, it was an experimental system to begin with. And we were testing out this situation generator, and it required a ton of power to generate this system. Most of which is, and most of the power got locked into the system itself, so it can generate stuff for us in the form of quote-unquote rewards.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yes.
Extract. Always. Insert. There we go. We're starting to pump in.
Hooray.
We'll see where it sends it. It's got 4 directions it can go, just as equally. Oh, I see a sword. Oh, this chest is almost empty. That's why. Boop. There we go.
All right.
There we go. This one's sending in stuff. Yeah, there we go. Now we're working. Dirt. Dirt. Dirt we might need to put into a compressed drawer.
Yes.
All right.
Now,
I have one more right now.
We need more metal for that, right?
Yes, we are low on iron.
Well then,
I think we
you
have
will
some.
like this system I built down here.
Oh, yeah, I see you've been
Yes.
going down here. Well, I've been making
Yes.
drawers.
I built a compression system. See, I read the book a little bit, and it taught me about sieving for resources. So I built a system to allow us to sieve the various resources.
Very nice.
Now, right now,
I take it you saw our system that we had up in the factory wasn't quite
uh,
up to par?
I kind of cannibalized the one that you already had.
Well, it was cannibalized to begin with.
It was okay. This one is a little bit more efficient, and it works on a backlogging system. So, once it fills up with the dust, as it is called, which I found to be the most valuable as it contains redstone, it'll then start spitting out the other resources that you can sieve from, such as the sand and the gravel.
We may need to... I saw that there was a drawer up there for compressed dust. We may need to move it into a smaller drawer then. Because the second most valuable resource will be sand, I believe. Because sand will contain... Does it all contain yellorium? But we need fuel for our reactor.
Yes.
Okay, I know we have yellorium dust. Oh no, we'd also get it in broken yellorium, which is gravel. Okay. We get it in gravel, we get it in sand, and we get it in dust. Okay, we do get it in dust. Just a 2% chance. 2% chance.
All right, I've moved it to a smaller drawer.
Okay. So it is 2% across the board for getting yellorium through sifting.
Perfect.
Because
so this one will only allow
out of power.
16 stacks?
Okay.
Yes. 16 stacks of this, which is still almost a mind-boggling amount of dust.
Oof. Yeah, we need to refill the reactor. We are only producing 33 redstone flux per tick.
Now, the reactor was something else I wanted to talk to you about. This reactor that you have,
Yes.
it's not very efficient.
No. No. It was basically for as expensive as this was in resources to make. It is what we had the resources to be able to make at the time.
Ah, I see.
And for as tiny as it is, it's actually pretty efficient as tiny as it is.
Oh yes, it's producing a decent amount of power.
I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but the rods, I have most of the way. Basically, it's not producing as much as it can either.
Well, you don't want it to overheat.
This is true. But either way, like I basically adjusted that so we, when it was full, basically we were producing just a little more than what we needed to save fuel. Okay, so this crate should be empty. Next crate, let's see. We'll put those in there. Put those in there so I know that it's done. Next up, we got some powdered lead, powdered silver, a map, crucible. Yeah, just a lot of one-off items. Which definitely is not the best for this system. In fact, what do we have for our... What's our next goal that we're trying to achieve on here? It looks like the next one is the ME chest.
Yes, a storage computer system.
Yes. Which, if I remember, in our ship was the downgraded version of the enhanced one that we had on the station.
Yes.
What do we need to do that? ME chest. Oh.
That doesn't sound good.
It's not horribly expensive. It's the ME terminal that's the most expensive, which requires a logic processor.
Well, the chest doesn't require a terminal.
No, but it requires a logic processor, which requires an inscriber. which requires a printed logic circuit and a printed silicon. Printed logic circuit we can make, but by our recipe book, if we had an inscriber logic press, it would be much more price effective as far as resources go. Because otherwise we have to make an advanced circuit, which means we have to make a regular electronic circuit and use those. Oh, that's just, it's tedious. And I have not set up any automation for crafting systems, I don't believe. I think I have one auto crafter. Maybe a wooden one. Yeah, one wooden auto crafter. So I can have it generate one recipe right now.
That seems pointless.
I mean, we could have it, we could utilize it once we get redstone going and stuff like that to start generating like the circuits, like the general circuits. Yeah.
So what can we do? How do we find one of these presses?
Well, hang on just a second. Okay, there's that one. I have heard on other planets that sometimes the meteor, like we saw here, have alien tech in them. Like there was some major war or something. I don't know. As I recall, something happened causing ships to explode, and ships that were like little planets basically, and they would explode, and some of the resources in the form of like presses came with them. So we have found a meteor here. We have not explored it because there are a ton of monsters.
Well,
hey, I found an autocompressor.
right.
There's an autocompressor.
Well, I feel like if these situations are rigorously tested, we should be following along this as close as possible.
There we go.
Though,
Oh,
they're your systems, not mine.
Your glider just went in there. Here's your glider.
Nah. Well, I have a glider.
Oh, that was the one you made. Okay. Well, this crate is empty. This crate is almost empty. There we go. First set of crates are almost emptied out. Oh, yeah. Now, in your travels, have you come across creepers? Little green things
Yes,
that like to explode.
the exploding ones. Yes.
Yes. There is something on this planet that prevents us from using diamonds to make standard diamond tools. But if you take a pair of shears and you shear a creeper, you get something called... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I just saw it. It already got shifted into the system. Creeper pearl, I think it's called. Here it is. Creeper oyster. And you can use that with diamonds to make diamond tools. It's almost like it acts as like a glue or something.
Well, do you have a pair of shears handy?
Yes. Somewhere. I'm sure we'll find it momentarily.
Fair.
And there's actually a consistent place in a nearby city. Oh, hey, take a look in this chest.
Yes, I see cables and storage capacitors.
Yes. Which in a moment is going to be in our system, but I thought you'd like to see that. There is a broken down city nearby to the west. And there are a few buildings where creepers just continually spawn.
All right.
And so if we set that up correctly, we might actually be able to utilize harvest, like being able to harvest creeper oysters. I don't even know where like, I'm used to using shears for sheep. I'm afraid to ask what a creeper oyster is, though.
Well, it's probably like Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh. All I know is once you shear them, though, they can explode.
Yeah, then they're definitely like Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh, now that's actually kind of sad. No wonder they're crying afterwards. Like they actually have a little stream of a tear. Here we go.
Well, let's see. What else does this book want us to do? Wants us to make stews, but
Haven't gotten there yet. We do need some more ways for food.
Now, there was a machine over here
Yes.
I wanted to ask you about. This, once I stop bouncing, these boots are amazing, but also annoying.
Yes, they are.
This garden cloche
Yes. Was that in the book?
seems... No.
Okay.
How do we go about making these?
They are not bad to make. We can definitely make more. If you check that terminal,
Oh,
you can also
yes,
look up the recipes.
it's integrated with your systems already.
Yes. There we go.
So we need iron, which that seems to be...
We can make a little bit of iron. We have some in our tank here. Oh, I see you moved the casting table already. We can probably make like a block of iron or a few. Let's see, tin, iron, aluminum. How much iron do we have? 11 blocks and 8 ingots. So I will set up the casting basin.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the faucets. And our handy dandy redstone clock.
So we also need these treated wood planks.
Yes, and
Which looks like we just soak wood.
some creosote. And we do have a... Back at the old shop. No, get in there. There we go. We do have a small factory up here for creating coal coke and for making steel. And we have the creosote auto pumping into this drum.
Oh, you have quite a lot.
Now, we're able to call upon some merchants through our questing book. They're very primitive. They don't really talk much, but watch out for these ones. They look like they give you a good deal, but if you give them what they want, it's like it breaks almost instantly. And they disappear for a while.
I see.
So not very useful.
Well, they say never trust a man in a mask.
Okay, I was setting this up. What else do we have? What other things are we working on? AE2 power. Energy acceptor. What does that take to make? Energy acceptor.
Well, if I remember right from my days of studying these things, not a lot.
And not a lot here. We got to make some quartz glass, which another quartz dust we can get easy enough.
And glass. I don't think you're short on sand.
No. We have some flux crystals. Again, it's just the iron, and we have some blocks forming right now.
Right.
So we can get that going.
Now, is there another realm where we can get iron from?
Oh, yes. We have access to Deep Dark. It's a whole mining realm.
Well, how do I get there?
Give me just a second here.
And I'll go hunting.
Well, you'll probably want a flying ring.
I have this slingshot. It's amazing.
And have you already programmed your system with our transmission system for
Yes.
teleporting? Okay, then you can make use of that in the Deep Dark. Let me just get this programmed real quick, and I will take you on a quick trip there, so you can be ready for it. There we go. Okay, you extract always. You extract always. You extract always. You insert. You insert. And you insert. Now this should be pumping into the system quite fast. Okay. If you will meet me over by the giant portal. I know we showed you the nether just a little bit, but we're not going to the nether this time. We're going to the block next to it. Just stand on that for a minute and don't freak out when you get on the other side. Don't move around too much.
I don't panic.
Okay, here I come. When you get in there, program your coordinate system on that level that you land on with the waypoint. Where'd you go? Are you in here?
It sent me back instantly.
Oh, yeah. You have to walk off the teleport pad when you come through.
I thought I did.
Okay, come this way. There you go. So you can you could program a waypoint over here.
Call this the portal.
In fact, I probably should do the same thing because I have one on the next layer down.
I see the hole. You know, the sane part of me says don't go down here.
Right?
But the adventurer in me says I'm already going.
You're already...
Oh.
Whee! Bouncy.
Oh.
How far down? Oh, there I go. This is where flying rings come in handy. We'll work on getting you your flying ring. That's where the tool forge went. So we have a basic barricade down here. There's mobs down here still. But we have a path. You may want to set a waypoint at this middle level as well.
All right.
And then I'll show you where we've been digging after that. Before you go too far on that, you want to see where we've dug down to?
Oh, yes. Ah, follow the torches.
Follow the torches. Again with the bounty boots. Amazing, but... Oh, wrong side. Sorry. We just didn't want stuff spawning over there.
No side is the wrong side.
Ah, true.
Finding many resources on this side. I'd say it's the right side.
Now, you are aware that our gear has been upgraded. I think we told you last time with vein mining module.
Yes.
Oh, there you are, down there. Perfect. That's where I needed to go. Whee. Makes things a little easier, but it does use hunger.
Saps your strength.
Yes, very much so. Then down here we have a little further. And then down here. It goes quite a ways down. And then over here. We came down here to get a ton of redstone. When we came down here, we had 0. When we came back up, we had many stacks of redstone.
In your shuttle, I found data logs. I viewed some of these, and it showed you all coming down here.
Mm-hmm. Just be careful with this stone right here, basalt. Because it usually encases lava.
Well, that sounds incredibly amazing. Also sounds like I should stay away.
But there's a ton of iron down here.
Oh, I mean from the basalt.
No, I know.
Good.
We weren't even focusing on iron when we came down here the first time. But there is quite a bit of it. And quite a bit of gold as well.
That's needed in circuitry, and if we're going to be building another computer...
Yeah, basically just need enough to get us going. Let's see, I think we're good on lapis for the moment. Lead, I think we're good on. Tin, iron. And Slayer has some enhancements on his pickaxe that increases the amount of resources we get from stuff like redstone.
Oh, but I won't touch that.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to start heading back up so I can... What is that? That's just how it formed? That formed really interesting. From my helmet, it looks like a pearl in the middle here. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm going to start heading back up to the surface and back to our dimension and continue on getting some of our storage cleaned up.
All right.
And because unfortunately that's all the time I have down here. And I think that's all the time we have for this episode. So if you guys are enjoying this episode, be sure to hit that like button. If you are really enjoying, be sure to subscribe. Comments, questions, or concerns, leave them down below. And until next time, this is Quixote and Witchtail, and we are signing off.
Signing off.
Bye-bye.